So, Tony and Tracy, it's very nice to see you both again. You look marvellous, both of you. So, a little bit about your experience, but firstly, your experience before meeting myself. How was the experience before meeting myself with selling your home?
I think it was incredibly frustrating. We'd had the house on and off the market for before COVID in fact, for about 5 years. Estate agent not very proactive, and actually we just got really, really frustrated. So we took the house off the market and then put it back on the market and took it off the market because we just gave up basically.
I forget it was so long. How did that make you feel during that?
Oh, it was just so frustrating. I mean, having made the decision, which was a tough one because we both love living there, it was a really tough decision to make to sell the house in the first place, and then to find out we're really struggling because the estate agents weren't very proactive was a real challenge. We later found out that the guy who was dealing with us had actually left and was actually barred from talking to any of his clients.
Oh, okay. So I remember our first call, but what prompted you to make the call to my firm? Because you called the office first, not my direct number. So how did that come about?
Well, when you can't sell the house, you get approached by all these estate agents in the whole of the town saying, we can do a better job than those people can. And there was one piece of marketing from estate agents that stood out, and it was from you. What made it really stand out to me was that this was proper marketing. It wasn't just a ball letter saying, we can do better than that, blah-de-blah. This was actually proper marketing, and I thought, actually, this is a firm of marketeers rather than estate agents.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you did pick up the phone. And then we had our first meeting. I came round to the house. And did you find that it was a different approach when we met compared to, because you must have met a few estate agents by that point in time?
I think it was very much a different approach, wasn't it?
Yes. You could tell that you were going to sell the house, not just be a shop window.
And that was the big difference to us. It was really clear that you were a marketer and not just an estate agent. Yeah, and it just came across very loud and clear, very positive message. We can sell this, we will sell this, and a very different approach to selling as well.
Fantastic, because we discussed not just coming straight onto the market straight away. There was a couple of things that we would want to tweak a little bit, and you guys were fantastic. You were absolutely on board. It was Spencer and I that came round and had a little look with regards to a few little tweaks that we would make. That was prior to photo shoot day, and photo shoot day arrived, and we arrived in the van with all of our bits and pieces, not to change what your home was, but just to add a few little touches. And it must have been a little bit overwhelming, maybe.
Very surprising that our house had a balcony, and you came and set it up with fairy lights, bottle of wine and 2 glasses, just to show off the advantages of the house.
Yeah. It's taking a home and showing the next buyer, or the buyer's home, the next buyer's home, all the best bits about the property. It's drawn on that emotion, which I think really helps sales. Everything that you love about your home should be what they would love about it too.
I think you actually approached it by saying, we're going to market this based on the outdoor life because it had such a wonderful garden and the balcony overlooking the garden. Yeah. And the lady who bought it was an Australian, so...
It's fantastic. I have actually been to meet them a couple of times actually on what they're doing. But you sent me a gorgeous photograph of the fox
on the balcony.
Sleeping on the balcony, which was lovely.
Yeah, we had lots of fox visitors.
Yeah, but it was a fantastic opportunity to showcase, and rather than show every single photograph of every room and dilute an opportunity to sell a home, taking those best bits,
I think it just really focused people on the best bits of the house, and I think that was great. It was really good marketing.
And then we launched on a particular day. We then, I think it was a couple of hours of viewings on the Saturday morning, which resulted in an offer. How did that make you feel?
We were
shocked.
Shocked, yeah. I mean, we were staggered. It literally put the house on the market on the Thursday and got some viewings on the Saturday and got an offer on the Saturday afternoon, and we'd accepted it by the Monday. And then mad panic setting. What the hell are we going to do now? Where are we going to go?
Yeah.
No, so it was a real thrill to actually get to that point, because we say we'd got really frustrated with the whole process. And I got to the point of saying, look, if we don't sell this reasonably quickly, I'm going to take it off the market and we'll live here forever. Which wasn't right for us. We had to move because of personal circumstances. So yeah, it was great. It was a wonderful feeling. Yeah.
And now we're sat here in this lovely home. And I know that was a little bit of a journey as well, because you had to, or you decided to move in with Tracy's mum for a month, was it? Or
7 weeks.
Which was fine.
Yeah. You knew that what the ultimate achievement had been achieved, and you were purchasing this beautiful home. And how has your life changed since moving here?
Completely. Instead of it being on hold, where we were for the previous 5 years, we could buy new furniture or replace the furniture that we had, which was old and tatty, and start living again, really, because say the life had been on hold. We're 800 yards from family now, so we get grandchildren popping in and out, which is lovely.
It's a whole different world, isn't it?
That wasn't the reason that we moved here. It wasn't because of the grandchildren were nearby. That was a nice added bonus. But we were just looking for properties that we could get really good value for our money. And moving slightly further away from Altrincham was right for us, and we managed to get more for our money because we were out here. But it's been a great move. We've really enjoyed living here. Love the house. Feel very settled for the first time for 5 years.
That's fantastic. It really is lovely to see you here, all settled. And is there, if you knew anyone who was struggling to sell their home, would you tell them to pick up the phone and call?
I have actually told several people to pick up the phone and speak to you, because I mean, we were so impressed with everything you did for us. It was the attention to detail, the fact that you actually went the extra mile. Turning up at 9 o'clock in the evening to do drone shots was incredible. Waiting for the twilight, because it was
a beautiful summer though, wasn't it? We want to watch with the weather as we have this year.
So that attention to detail it really struck us as being, what we'd signed up for. Your marketing, we expected something different and we got something different. And you weren't an estate agent, you weren't just selling a house. You were a marketer, and it made a big difference. You were marketing our property.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, thank you again. I just think you've made a wonderful move. I'm glad you called me when you did, because I know you were thoroughly fed up. And it's really nice to see you both here.
And we're both very grateful for everything you did for us. Thank you. Because you even helped us to buy this.
Yeah.
You did. I remember saying to you, Kirsty, we've got to have this property. Will you please help us? And you spoke to the estate agent.
He was a lovely fella, actually. Yeah. Did that continue all the way through into your purchase? Because I know I kind of left you for a month or so in the middle.
No, everything moved. I mean, reasonably swiftly. We just had a really complicated chain, which was a bit of a pain, but we actually got there, which was great.
Fab. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Cheers.